When we last left off with the Titans, they managed to stomp a world-ending event as the future version of Donna Troy came into the past to prevent everything from happening by killing everyone, including killing Wally West. Well, maybe they should have called the Justice League, because I don't think they're too happy that they weren't involved in this event. What if they were going to disband the Titans? In our last video, the Titans are faced with the harsh reality that someone within their group would one day betray them, and that someone was Donna Troy. Coming from many years in the future, Donna, now calling herself Troya, sought to end her years of pain and suffering by going into the past and stopping Donna from even getting those feelings. But using the strength of believing in her friends, Donna managed to defeat Troya, knocking her back through the portal and into her own timeline. This is the aftermath. It was a late night in Brooklyn as Roy Harper kicks through a window, knocking out a pair of drug dealers. While he gets up, he thinks of a conversation that he just had with her. He called her to check on things and state that he was keeping busy in light of their current situation. The voice asked him what kind of work was he doing, and Roy told her that he was taking out a cartel processing site who's been pushing drugs onto the streets. It sucks working alone. He really wishes that she could be out there with them. The voice then asks, so is it him that misses her? She thought that he never missed anything, but she will say that she'd be lying if she didn't miss him as well. Just be careful out there. Putting himself so close to temptation could result in. Roy stops her, stating that he won't relapse. Troy's prediction about their future is wrong, and this is how he'll prove it. The reasoning for this situation, though, is something that began 3 days ago in Titan's Tower over in Manhattan. It began with Batman asking the Titans, "What the hell were you thinking?" Dick Grayson asks him, "What did you just say?" And Wally interjects with, "All due respect, we nabbed Mr. Twister, the Key, and Simon, and stopped a global class threat." Diana tells him, "A threat that came from inside of your own team." Superman then says that they are not diminishing their achievement. The Titans have just saved the planet, and at great personal risk. Batman speaks back up, telling everyone, "With Nightwing's account of the Troya incident, it is clear that every single Titan acted rashly and made fundamental errors in judgment. I'm glad that you prevailed, but the Justice League can't let." Roy gets up, shouting, "Let? This guy's joking, right? He's like the daddy that wants to see our report cards now?" Batman tells him, "You're adults who have chosen to protect the human race, and the issue is that it almost went horribly wrong. By your own admissions, you exhibited 0 levels of caution and professionalism." Wally walks over to Barry, asking him, "Come on, how many times have we..." But Barry stops him. "For God's sake, Wally, you died." Batman goes on, stating, "Wally West should not be operational, period. His powers are unstable. Speedsters possess one of the most potentially dangerous powers of any metahuman. He could rewrite the world in a blink of an eye without even meaning it. He has no idea what his power limitations are or how to control them, and you let him go on the mission." Dick begins to explain that it's because they're all friends but Batman speaks over him, telling him, "That's besides the point." Barry walks up, telling him, "Actually, maybe that is the point. You've been friends since childhood. Your friendships could be clouding things." Then Roy begins asking, "What are we? A bunch of superpowered liabilities? Unsupervised disasters waiting to happen?" Diana holds Roy back, telling him, "Perhaps some more than others." And then Donna says, "You're talking about me. They all mean me." They're using Wally as an example, but what they fear is not Donna Troy, but Troya. Donna walks up to Diana asking, "It's true, isn't it? You want to shut the Titans down and put me away somewhere safe." Diana begins to tell her that it's not like that, but Lilith shouts, "It is like that. I can read your thoughts and I know exactly what you're all thinking." Donna then says that they want the Titans to stand down because they tried to help her. No, succeeded in helping her. She stood up to her destiny, and she is not Troya. Roy pushes through shouting, asking, "You knew about this. You'd known about it for years. But we only found out about this business because of the Key. Now here we are, cleaning up the Justice League's mess, and you're blaming the Titans? What are we supposed to do, stand down and disband?" And Batman tells them, "Yes, while the League conducts a full investigation." Dick then says that they don't answer to them. And while everyone continues to argue, Lilith says, "Look, I know I'm the one who made the mistake here. I'm the team's predictor. I should have guided everyone." And Batman tells her, "It's selfless to take the blame onto yourself, but you've all made mistakes, which brings into question your leadership." Batman begins to follow Dick out of the room, and he tells Lilith, "Do not read my mind." And she tells him that she wouldn't even go near it. "Sir?" Batman catches up, calling out Dick, and Dick turns back shouting, You know what really burns me? You never approved of us when we were the Teen Titans. However, you were okay enough to let me risk my neck every time I suited up as Robin. We're adults now. Every single Titan has proven himself. But in the League, yes, you still see us all as a bunch of kids. What is it really? Are you afraid that we're gonna tarnish your legacy? Batman then asks, remember what I first told you when you first met the League? That if I can be a viable member of this team without meta-class powers like the others, so can you. And Dick asks, I'm gonna be a member of the Justice League one day? And Batman told him, no, you're going to lead it. Back in the current time, Dick thinks about it. And after a few moments of silence, he asks, I've disappointed you. And Batman doesn't respond. After several minutes, Dick walks into the room with everyone and says that they are standing down. As of now, pending the League's review of their actions, everyone begins to get back up asking what the hell is he thinking, and Wally talks over everyone, telling them, he's right. Dick then says that he'll give them some time to collect their things, and after that, he's shutting down the tower's systems. Now, back in the beginning of our story, 3 days later, Roy continues talking to Donna on the phone. He asks if she'd like to come out and help him. She tells him that she can't. The Justice League Watchtower is a nice enough place. She's basically under house arrest. Roy says that he knows he's only joking, but as Donna looks back at Diana watching over her, she says that she's gotta go. Roy quietly tells her, yeah, him too. And he hangs up the phone watching the streets down below, and he sees the rest of the cartel pulling up to the drug house that he just busted. He gets ready to fire an arrow at the thugs below when he hears something behind him. He barely rolls out of the way of the oncoming gunfire, and with the thugs appearing behind him, he has no choice but to jump forward off of the building and down into the sights of the armed thugs below, alone, without his team to back him up. And there you have it. The Titans are now disbanded by Batman. I told you before, and I'll tell you again, the Titan storyline is super long, so we're breaking them up into like individual episodes of like 1 to 3 issues to make this make sense. It's all just one giant story. So don't forget to go check out the next issue, which is already in your local comic book store, and you can subscribe to our channel when we eventually finally cover it, which may be months down the road. Can't promise you anything. Titans right over here, something over here is something else, and like somewhere on the screen now or later is gonna be the Patreons. I don't know. I'm not editing these endings, and they're doing different things to them every single time. They keep changing them. I don't know where anything is anymore.